We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Seattle Mariners and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball coming up next. Luis Madero, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Malik Smith. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, have been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm a bit worried about the second hitter. Well, he's really struggled in this recent stretch. You look at it, he has only 1 RBI in the last 10 games, and he's hitting in the middle of the order. They're expecting a lot more production from him, and I'm sure he's expecting a lot more from himself.
And this is popped up near second base. Velasquez over to his left, 2 gone.
Batting third, the right fielder,
Mitch Haniger, the next to bat, was an 0 for 4 effort for him in Wednesday's ball game. First pitch on its way.
outside.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Takes this the other way to right, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Dan Vogelbach is next, and you can see great numbers over the past few games. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
The 0-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The Mariners leave 1. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Marco Gonzalez gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Digging in, Yusniel Diaz. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at him with a smile on my face. 5 hours into playing with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And he takes ball 4, so the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Ready now for Baltimore, Jack Mayfield. And he'll put his 9-game hitting streak on the line in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
At the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The throw is wild and he gets away.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He swings and grounds it to short. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Digging in, Pat Valaika. And the Orioles looking for more here in this game's opening frame. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
The 0-1 on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Hit to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Settling in now, Anthony Santander, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And now a pitch on the way. 3 runs already home here. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors and no one left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Orioles lead it 3-0. Next for Seattle, Austin Nola, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and 1 strike. Boy, and he rips this ball down the left field line, but just foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Diaz has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
That is good.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. If you want to talk about shutting a running game down, the guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
At the plate now, Dom Thompson-Williams. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Road, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Runners off for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak. So when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that. So we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 0-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. Oh, what happened? He dropped it. Thompson-Williams isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he's in there. As it's now a 2-run game.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, that doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Runner at second now as a result of the error, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Shed Long. Here's the first pitch to him. That's lifted the other way out to left. Santander waits on it. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
So coming to the plate, Dylan Moore. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. From the stretch, 0-1 the count. Murphy at second with 2 down. Down the first baseline, taken in by Encarnacion, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Orioles 3 and the Mariners 1. Standing in, Andrew Velasquez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and a strike to count. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
3-0 now. Malquin Canelo will be next. That one's in there. 3-1. And he misses here for ball four. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
All right, back to him on the mound. And there are 2 away now. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Baltimore's out in front, 3-1. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Malik Smith. They'll start things out here with his guys down a pair as we begin the 3rd. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey! No ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's inside.
And he popped him up. Velasquez into shallow left. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
So now to the plate, Donnie Walton, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well, too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch-out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger as he lifts it in the air to right field. Diaz is there. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Daniel.
Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelback. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And that's down into left center for a base hit. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. He pulls into second safely as they also push across his score to make it a 1-run game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Austin Nola as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Nola brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And that's in there on the hands, 3-2 now.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fouled away. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Mayfield has got it, and the side is retired. Mariners pick up a run on the RBI double. We played 2.5. It's the Orioles 3 and the Mariners 2.
Welcome back. The Orioles are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and hit is something they've done very well this season. Entering the day, they're among the best teams in the league in avoiding the strikeout. I asked one coach about that earlier, and he said it's not something they harp on too much with the players, but they do have a lineup full of guys who want to compete on every pitch and who have great bat-to-ball skills. He added, not every team is so lucky to have that kind of makeup. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Orioles,
Yusniel Diaz is the next to bat.
Diaz.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Base hit into right center. He's around first, heading for 2. And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Standing in now, Jack Mayfield. A ball and no strikes. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
Into the box, Dwight Smith Jr. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A runner at second, nobody out. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate, and he sails it over his head. That ball's down the line, and this is trouble. And the run will score on the wild pitch. My goodness. 1 out, nobody on. Full count, 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with. Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set, and the pitch. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
From the belt, the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Thompson Williams is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Orioles 6 and the Mariners 2. Ready for another chance? Tom Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0 home is a fastball thrown by him for a strike. A 1-1. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
At the plate, Shed Long, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing, and he pops him up. Charging in is Santander. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, they're not all beautiful, and they don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
Into the box now, Dylan Moore, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
2 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for Seattle. Hit the other way out toward right field. Diaz is there to put it away for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Malik Smith the next to hit. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Now batting, shortstop, Johnny Walton.
So now to the plate, Donnie Walton, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Fielded cleanly, and he's in there safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
1-1, here it is. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He'll try again, 1-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Diaz has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will score ahead of the play, and that'll close the gap to 2. It's 6-4 now.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Daniel Vogelback, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Orioles are on top 6-4. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%, and with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Thank you, Heidi.
For the Orioles,
ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Stepping in, Pedro Severino reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Line drive to left. Nola is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now at the plate, Malquin Canelo. First delivery to him on the way. The 1-0 delivery.
1-1.
Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Hit out towards second. He's right there. And that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, UCL.
Back to the top of the order now. And in with the bat in his hands will be Yusniel Diaz. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Walton is there, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're up 6-4. Digging in now, Austin Nola. It was a walk in his last trip.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch on its way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. A 2-0 count to the Mariners left fielder.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. In there, and it's full 3-2.
3-2.
Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with it.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Orioles have elected to challenge.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right...
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Upon video review, the call of safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Stepping into the box, Dom Thompson-Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to third. Right to him. And there's out number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in and looking for more, Tom Murphy. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Seattle. Score remains steady at 6-4. Standing in, Jack Mayfield, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Here comes the first pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A ball and no strikes. 6 runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. In there, and it's even at 1. Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. And they are wearing him out down there. 2 away now.
23, Edwin.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll get in there safely.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Line hard to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Richard Blyer takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 48, Richard Blyer.
At the plate, Dylan Moore. His prior history in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Line to the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he'll dive back in safely. So here's Malik Smith. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is not going to get him as he swipes second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
No one out with a runner at second. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it 6-5 now. Well, that stolen base a minute ago just became that much more important.
Yeah, Matt, if the runner's on first, this hit may or may not bring him home, but he was on second, so he cruises across the plate for the run. It's all about finding ways to manufacture runs, and they did just that there.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. At the plate now, Donnie Walton, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
So stepping in, Mitch Haniger, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Hit hard to short. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But the recovery will come too late, and the bases are loaded now.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Paul Fry is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Stepping in now, Daniel Vogelback, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 delivery.
Ball, that's out.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not just yet. It's ball 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 2-2 one more time. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. And he struck him out. So a big out there, but this slim lead is still in jeopardy with only one away. So striding in, Austin Nola, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And it's not in time. He's safe as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. Reined in. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scores. So as we take another look, this was going to be a tough ball to get 2 on, going home to first, so they'll be content with the force out at the plate. Coming to the plate now, Tom Murphy is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
You know, he just doesn't have command of where he's throwing the ball right now. I mean, that pitch was supposed to be on the outside part of the plate, and when you miss by that much, something's off.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Yusei Kikuchi enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 18.
In now for the O's, Anthony Santander. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Anthony Santander.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right. Henniger moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So striding forward now, Andrew Velasquez. No hits to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
0-1.
And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Pedro Severino, as he'll take a look at ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 2-1. Line drive base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box now, Malquin Canelo. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 1-0. 1-1 the count now. Has a look, now the pitch. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
2-2 the count. And he strikes out. And oh boy, all he needed was a fly ball somewhere to give him the lead, but instead there are two gone now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Yusniel Diaz. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Chopped to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. Weird still tied 6-6. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mariners manager to discuss his thoughts on Seattle's offense so far. And he brought up that they're just flat out taking great swings at the ball right now. He said the frequency with which they're barreling up the baseball on this one has been outstanding and, frankly, really fun for him to watch. Our researchers tell me that 7 of their hits have had exit velocities of 90 miles an hour or better, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Mariners.
Into the box now, Shed Long. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A high fastball is in there.
0-1 the count.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. One and two now.
1-2.
Just hung in there on that one. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Chase Goslin comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 19, Chase Goslin.
To the plate now, Dylan Moore. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Hey, that's a great job right there. Knowing he had time to collect himself, I love the internal clock right there. Didn't rush it, took the extra step, gathered himself, and threw a bolt to first base.
So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Malik Smith. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Goslin, a 27-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. A little roller toward the hole. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
You know, D-Row, when he makes a phone call after the game to call his parents to say he had a 4-hit day, you think he's going to tell them about that infield single right there?
Oh, no, that was a line drive in the gap. We always used to say on the bench, Dan, anybody could get 3 hits in a big league game. Got to get that 4th. That's what separates you. Those are the special moments.
Into the box, Donnie Walton. A pitch out. The throw. And even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second. So he swipes second despite the pitch out.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone in the building knew he was going to be running there, right? Didn't make a difference, though. He got a great jump and absolutely burned it down to second to get in safely.
Here's the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The set and the 2-0.
Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And up next, the corner outfielder, Mitch Haniger. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Chu Min trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Chu Min.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. Oriole bullpen does the job. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Dan Altavilla gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping in, Jack Mayfield. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point.
The second baseman, Jack Mayfield.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will land untouched.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
So now to the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. as he rips it on the ground to second. A step on the bag for 1. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
The 1-0.
1-1. All 2.
Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Henniger, and the inning is over. Orioles held in check there. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Now batting, Daniel Vogelbach. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Digging in to try it again, Austin Nova. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
At the plate now, Dom Thompson-Williams, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Hit hard down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Stepping in now, Tom Murphy, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
3-0 to him now. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
John White will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple. This game remains tied at 6. John White will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning.
Now playing second base, number 26.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Ready once again, Pat Valaika. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
A bouncer up the middle. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony.
Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. In comes the left fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batter, number 88.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Velasquez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. From the windup, the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to center field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We're still tied 6-6. Michael Givens comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Liner towards second on a base hit. So a great start to the 9th as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to kick off the inning.
The batter, the designated hitter, Malik Moore.
In now, Malik Smith tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Now the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Donnie Walton. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Canelo is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Mitch Haniger. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 1-0. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 1-2. Here it is.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Scooped up. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Taylor Williams comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
73, Taylor Williams.
Now to the plate, Pedro Severino. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Fastball well outside. On the year, Severino is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Is in there for strike 1. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Going back is the left fielder. Ball game. A solo shot here to left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Baltimore Orioles came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Michael Givens claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 7 runs on 10 hits. 2 errors, they left 5 men on base. For the Mariners, 6 runs on 16 hits. 1 error, they left 15 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.